Hi, it's Ashley again with Jackson Innovates, and I want to take a moment to say thank you to everyone who has liked, subscribed, watched, commented, and reached out to us. Most of you are new wholesalers just like we are, and it feels so good to know that our story resonates with so many of you. We're just pursuing financial freedom, and we're so glad you're on the journey with us. And of course, I want to apologize for not uploading videos as much as I should. Let me just tell you what nobody else will tell you. If you're going to do this full time, it is full time. Get ready for 14-hour days. You'll wake up doing this. You'll go to sleep doing this. It is a lot to manage. And I learned that the hard way. I would have it no other way because I'm doing it for my own business. But it's a lot. So just be ready for that. You're probably wondering why I'm doing a video in front of my dresser. So it's not the dresser I want you to see, it's the vision board that I want you to see. So shout out to Ramona, Raven, Alice, and Shantae for really helping me get this vision board together. It really is keeping me motivated, and you are on there, YouTube. Yes, I am motivated and committed to making sure I send you more updates. I mean, what's the point of showing a day in the life of a new wholesaler if you're not really getting like every day in the life of a new wholesaler? Because it's a lot. So, I did post a video last week, and my face wasn't in it because I didn't have makeup on, and I'm 7 months pregnant, guys. I don't have time for makeup all the time, so the next videos after this, don't expect all this to be done. Not saying this is all that, but you know. Anyway, I share my to-do list. As a new wholesaler, I remember just thinking, like, what am I supposed to do? What should my days look like? What's worth my time? How do I prioritize it? And so in that last video, I showed you my to-do list and how I stay on track, what my tasks are each day. And if you haven't seen my introductory video, I suggest you start there, because there I'm going to give you just my background, and I'm going to show you I kind of highlight what a week looks like in the day of a wholesaler and real estate investor. So follow me on Facebook. We have a wholesaling how-to page with Jackson Innovates that's going to give you lots of tips and hints. I'm trying to get better at the Instagram thing. I know I look young, but I'm not, and I still don't understand Instagram, but I am, again, dedicated to doing better with this whole social media thing. Okay, so all of that stuff is out of the way. Let's get down to what you're really here for. Let me give you some updates. Last week, we started finishing up a rehab property. Yes, a rehab. We have moved from wholesaling, but we still wholesale, but we are using our wholesale capital and profits to help us branch into other areas of real estate. So kind of what we're doing right now is wholesale, purchase a house cash and rent it out. Wholesale, purchase a house cash and rent it out. That's what's been working for us. And we're just going to rinse and repeat until God places on our heart for us to try something else. That rehab is going pretty well. I'm going to do a separate video on the rehab so you can get all of the details, the walkthroughs, and the tours. But I will say the rehab has taken my focus away from the wholesaling. And so I'm kind of like putting myself through a reboot boot camp with wholesaling. Let's see. Oh, lesson. Wholesalers, what gets monitored gets done. So a lot of you have asked about like VAs and who you're going to hire on your team and things like that. Number one, if you're just getting started, you are your team. You are all of that. Okay. You don't need to spend all of your money on all of these like skip trace services and cold calling services and all. You don't need it when you're starting out. You don't need it. We were only able to do it because I was still working at that time. I was a school principal. My husband is a school coach. You know, we do okay. So we were able to take all of our profits from our wholesaling and put it back into our marketing and back into our business. If you're going to be living off of your wholesale money, you don't need to do you don't need to do all that. You can do it. You can answer your phone. You can cold call. Anyway, sorry, getting off point. We had a virtual assistant that we were working with, and we were so excited about her in our last video. Well, what gets monitored gets done, right? Every day I wanted to report what was happening. And one example is we gave her 400 numbers to call, and at the end of the week she called 4. Bye. I could have did that myself. Cold callers. We hired another cold caller. Gave him a long list. He only got through maybe 11 phone numbers. And I think what both of them were doing, which is exactly what I told them not to do, when you skip trace numbers, you're going to get like 20 or 30 numbers, relatives, close friends, and things like that. I told them call the first 2 numbers and move on to the next phone number. Everybody wanted to be Superman and try to me, take the easy way. Well, I'm just going to call these 10, but I'm really going to push these 10 really, really hard and try to get one. And it's like, no, this is a numbers game. I need you to call all. I need you to call as many as you can. We had another issue too we did use a skip trace service. I mentioned them in another video. I'm not going to keep saying their name because I don't want them to think I'm trying to bash them. They really did a great job rectifying our issue that we had. But in that issue, they did not skip trace the phone numbers that we paid for. And had I not been paying attention to that, I never would have caught it. So what gets monitored gets done. And once you move from wholesaling into becoming a buyer, which I know you will, I believe you will, in 2019, you will own your own properties and they will be profitable. But when you become the buyer, you have to watch the wholesalers. And the good thing is you're a wholesaler now, so you know what to watch for. Some of my advice would be you call that title company that the wholesaler is using. You make sure a title search has started. You make sure there are no liens on that house. You do your own due diligence. There are so many new wholesalers who aren't as honest as you and I are. And they're really just trying to get a quick buck. You know, you have a lot of scam artists who want to become wholesalers or pretend to be. So just stay on top of it. What gets monitored gets done. Okay. So we did a deal back in October that I was telling you guys about with the my last video. So sad it was back in October or November. And we ended up closing that deal by JVing with a realtor. Let me tell you what he did. If you're a realtor and you're trying to become a wholesaler, there is a lot of room for you here. I had no idea. So as you guys know, I'm kind of like a lone wolf, right? I don't really do the team thing, but it's on my vision board. I'm going to have a remarkable luxury team this year. But last year, you know, when we were starting, I just wanted to do things myself and get it done. Anyway, so I had a property and I had it listed for $87,000. The realtor had a cash buyer, but who was interested in purchasing retail style. You know, they didn't really know about the whole wholesale. So when he asked to JV with me, of course, my first answer was, no. It's like, but you keep everything you want. Whatever you're asking for in this deal, you walk away with it. I'm just going to put my fee on top of yours. And I was like, ding, okay. I mean, I don't know how that works for you because I know I've run the numbers and you can't really get much more off of this, but all right, honey. He sold it for, must have been like 99 because I'm trying to do the math as far as how much money he walked away with. But I would tell you this, he walked away with more money on the deal than I did. And he didn't take anything out of my pocket. It wasn't a percentage. I still kept whatever I wanted out of it. I think I wanted like $7,500 off the deal. He put his on top of it and made more than I did on top of mine because he was a realtor with access to cash buyers who were purchasing retail instead of wholesale. I'm like, oh, that is so smart. So if you're a realtor, you have room in this game. And if you're working with realtors who are also investors, that is how I would structure the deal if I were you. And really, the JVs that we've done since him, he really spoiled us. We really do tell people, look, this is my fee. I'm going to keep it. Whatever fee you get, you're just going to have to try to put on top of it. Let's see. Oh, gosh. Okay, the next topic is helping others. So we've had hundreds of people now approach us. Outside of our YouTube, we also speak on panels at local RIAs. We participate in Q&As. We are active in, like Facebook groups and things like that. And so we have people reaching out to us every single day for help. And because I'm new too, right? And when I was starting out, I really wanted people to help me. So I'm always open to helping. So I'm like, yes, 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 yes. People don't show up. People don't show up. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to get 10,000 views on this video. Out of the 10,000, let's say 1,000 of you will reach out to me. 8 of you will probably really show up. That is the truth. Let me tell you, if you ask me for a lunch, I am taking an hour out of my day to meet with you for lunch. I have to drive there. I have to stop what I'm doing. And as you know, in wholesaling, marketing is everything. That's an hour I could have got a lot done. So in this case, I'll say, in the past 30 people haven't shown up. That's 30 hours of work that I have missed out on, either waiting for you to call me or trying to meet up with you at lunch, and then you're calling and telling me that you can't make it or something came up. I got to give you an example. Somebody said, hey, let me meet you for lunch. I just want to pick your brain. They had met me after a panel that I did. Of course, let's meet up. I want to give you everything that I have. I'm new, Right now, I'm not worried about competition. I'm worried about collaboration. I'm almost there, on the way. So I hit her up like, hey, are you almost here? I'll be there in about 5 minutes. Oh, well, you didn't confirm with me last night that you were going to come, so I'm not going to make it. I couldn't get a sitter. What? Like I don't have 2 kids. Like I'm not pregnant. Like I don't have a husband and a whole business to run. Ma'am, if you tell me that you want to have lunch with me 6 months from now on the second Tuesday of the month and you give me a place, I will be there. I will be there because I respect your time and I want you to respect mine. But I do understand too that when you're dealing with analysis paralysis, it sounds good to set up a meeting, but it's really scary and nerve-wracking when you actually have to show up, because that means you actually have to do something. And I do know that part is hard, taking action. I get it. But just please, if you guys are requesting a meeting with me, another person or a mentor, you have to show up. As a matter of fact, you should be there earlier than me. You should have a pen and paper in your hand, ready to go. We had another example. I told you we just finished a rehab. So someone reached out to me on social media. Again, I never met this person. And she's like, hey, I really want to get into rehabbing too. I want to learn about wholesaling as well. Can you just take a moment to meet with me? I'll do you one better. Meet me at the site. Here's the address at the house that we're rehabbing right now. Just show up. Pull up on me. I'm going to give you a paintbrush, and while we're getting this stuff knocked out together, ask whatever questions you want. You can meet with my contractors, go ask questions. Whatever you have, full access to everything that I have. I said, we'll be here for a week from sun up to sundown. You just show up. I don't even have to tell you what happened, do I? And then a week later, this person sends me another email like, hey, I was busy last week. Can I come this week? You were busy. You were busy. I'm out of state doing a rehab with my 2 kids and my husband, still trying to wholesale. And you were too busy? Obviously, I did not respond to that email. And no, you cannot come to my rehab. I'm not wasting any more time with you. So I just say all of that to say, I'm always going to be open. You see in the comments, I'm going to respond. If you shoot me an email, if you call me, there have been people on here, I will say, who have reached out to me and you have shown up. Shout out to AJ. Shout out to, I can't remember his name. There's another guy though who actually showed up. Shout out to, what is her name? Oh my, I'm pregnant. Blame the prego brain. Linda, the people who actually show up, I spend time with them. We get to know each other. I will tell you everything that I have. I will warn you though, I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to stop my day for you. So it's not going to be lunch. I'm going to tell you, I'm headed to this meeting. Just meet me at the meeting. Or I'm headed to the auction. Just meet me at the auction. Or I'm on my way to this conference. Just meet me there. Because I feel like that's double-sided, right? Not only do you get to meet me, but you get to network with other people. You get to see some of the meetings and the circles that I'm in. You get access to everything that I have. So just show up. We do have an event coming up. Event alert. Okay, so instead of speaking on other people's panels all the time and offering Q&As to their clientele, well, I want to start my own. I feel like we have a very special niche. I'm new, you're new. I am active. I am currently doing what you're trying to do. I'm not some guru who did it 20 years ago and now I just sell my curriculum. I don't even have a curriculum to sell, really. I'm just giving you everything that I have and everything that I use. So check it out in the description. If you're in the Houston area or the surrounding area, show up. I'm just going to kind of introduce you to wholesaling, help you get to know me and get to know more about the process. People don't show up for things that are free. They don't. But I'm going to try this one more time before I start putting the fee to make people show up, because I need you to respect your time, and I know you'll respect it if you pay for it. But this one's going to be free. We had some people who did show up to an event that we had for free, and as a special surprise, I stopped everything and I said, you know what? I'm going to help you set up your marketing campaign. When you leave this next meeting that I'm having with you for free, your phone will be ringing because I'm going to set up your marketing for you because you took the time to respect my time and show up. So I'm sure that was a pleasant surprise, and I'm sure those people are going to be closing some deals soon because I know the phone's going to be ringing. I am running out of time. YouTube only gives me 15 minutes. I am so sorry. Maybe I'll just go change my shirt, change my lipstick, and do another video real quick, and then it'll seem like I did more than one day. Anyway, subscribe, like, comment. I have to cut it off or YouTube's going to cut me off. Thank you guys for everything. Bye.